What's going on? What's going on, guys? This is your man, Real Deal, Steele, coming to you live on a Saturday night on a late one, an extra late edition. Thanks for joining me. I just had so much going on today and this evening that this was the absolute soonest time that I was able to make it live. So thanks for staying up with me and joining me on this special late edition of the show. Before we get started, it looks like you guys are doing a pretty good job of smashing that like button. If you haven't, if I could ask you to do that, it really helps out the channel a lot. And if you're new here, I'd like to personally welcome you. You're watching Steven Steele Live. I'm Steven Steele. And we've got an awesome, eccentric little community here that's steadily growing each and every day. Love to have you along for the ride with us from to the moon, Mars, and beyond. Just hit that subscribe button. Hit all on that notification bell. And, of course, if you feel compelled to super chat anytime throughout this episode, that's obviously hugely appreciated for all the time and efforts that I continuously put into this thing. Also, I have some good news. And that good news is the memberships are unpaused. Sorry, it looks like the stream's lagging a little bit. That should smooth out. The longer we go on here. So Just hang in there. I think it's going to smooth out momentarily. But some good news is the memberships are unpaused. My channel has been remonetized again. Super chats are now active. And so actually, no, super chats are not active. I just checked it. What is going on, YouTube? I am not happy. I'm not happy with that. So this is still something I have to sort out with them. Jeez Louise. Can a Steele get a break here? Just let me know how the stream's holding up in terms of lagging. Usually when I have it like this, it's because I've been running my computer really hard all day, which I have been, but it usually smooths out after a few minutes into the show. So hopefully this will be no exception to that rule. Just a moment, I'm going to put stream elements. Super chat link pinned to the top. So yeah, YouTube has really been something else lately. Now they still didn't verify my channel. They just told me they gave me an extension for 30 days for me to wait for my 4th verification pin. I've ordered 4 verification pins now. 4 verification pins. So hopefully I will get the 4th one within 30 days. So all the features can be reactivated. And we'll see how it goes, guys. I'm doing everything I can on my end. This is just unbelievable. I've been waiting to get verified for over 4 months from YouTube, and it's just been slow going. So anyway, Casanova says, have you checked Miles G Twitter account? What about it? What about Miles G? Steven Flintstone Dinosaurs running the internet. Yeah, no kidding, MD Hewitt. Yes. I just bought more Doge. Welcome back, Sound Gods. Haven't seen you in the chat for a while. I just bought more Doge for the first time in a long time. I finally got my tax returns on Friday, caught up on bills. All right. Still advantageous windows to buy, in my opinion. Still advantageous windows to buy. We got the Golden Greaser. We've got Celeste. We've got Illuminal. We got the Zombie Doge Army. We've got the Golden Greaser. We've got Ramon. We got Captain Jack. Our matey, it's Captain Jack. Alan Schneider, of course. Vampire Kangaroo. Good to see you again. Of course, the Zombie Doge Army. Illuminal. RW. Who am I leaving out? Anyone? Any active chatters am I leaving out? I don't want to leave anyone behind. No chatter left behind, guys. No chatter left behind. Anyway, I got a good show lined up for you tonight. Got some interesting stuff to talk about for sure. If you feel compelled to super chat, since apparently my super chat option still has been disabled, you can super chat through Stream Elements. The silver lining is Stream Elements takes way less of a percentage, and I don't have to wait for those tips. So if you tip through Stream Elements, I can assure you I will copy and paste your super chat in the chat room, and I will read it aloud. I assure you. So I'm just getting that finalized on this end, logging into my Stream Elements and so forth. So just be a little patient with me, guys, while I reroute here and get things rocking on this end and dialed in. And then I will get to the top of the news and crack right into it, guys. Crack right into it. All right. Zombie Doge Army. Thank you, Zombie Doge Army, for your super chat through Stream Elements. 420. You love that 420 around here. Get it your shit together, YT. Thank you, Zombie Doge Army. Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, Casanova, but I'll check it out. I'm not sure what's going on there. I forgot about that salsa. You might not want to read my... I read it aloud. It's too late. Even with the naughty word. Audio Freak, is Doge X on OpenSea? Yes, it will be. And I will be getting into Doge X tonight for sure. Getting into the nitty gritty of Doge X. So definitely get to that. But yeah, you guys are pretty fiery for the late hour. I like it. I love it. And let's just get down to it, boppers. So here's a news story. This was covered from something Elon Musk tweeted out about yesterday. Elon Musk thinks time, not Dogecoin, is the ultimate currency. You hear that sigh in my voice. That's the sigh you hear whenever I witness some patently disingenuous spin in journalism. A few notches lower than journalistic excellence is what that sigh is about. And the reason why I'm sighing is because the assertion implied in the article title suggests that Elon Musk is choosing time over Dogecoin. This is... Elon Musk never said not Dogecoin, right? He simply tweeted, time is the ultimate currency, which is it's a very general kind of statement. A bit fortune cookie-esque, if you will. Time was not in reference to a particular cryptocurrency. He was just talking about literal time. And here this News 18 article says, Elon Musk thinks time, not Dogecoin, okay? Just so you know, Elon Musk no longer thinks Dogecoin is the ultimate currency. He thinks time is. This is a quintessential example of people pulling things out of context and taking things too literally to the point of idiocy. This is a good example of that. I'll read an excerpt of it. Everything that Elon Musk does has multiple layers of intention and truth behind it, but it's something as simple as a tweet. Recently, another tweet graced the Twitter space by the SpaceX and Tesla owner. Is there anyone on the planet that doesn't know who Elon Musk is in terms of his relationship with SpaceX and Tesla? Is it really necessary to still preface every time you mention Elon Musk with SpaceX and Tesla CEO? To me, it just seems so unnecessary at this point. Elon wrote, time is the ultimate currency in the digital space. Elon is known as the foster father of the cryptocurrency Dogecoin, which started as a joke but witnessed 11,000% rise thanks to Elon. I wouldn't say that's entirely thanks to Elon. Again, that's not accurate. With this tweet, Nietzscheans were forced to scratch their brains about what the tweet meant and what Elon plans to do next. I don't think people were forced to scratch their heads. I didn't see any speculation as to what Elon was talking about there. It was very clear. He was literally talking about time. Because you're appreciating time, that's not an automatic diss to Dogecoin. This is so stupid. This is so dumb. So this article, again, this is News 18, some local affiliate. News 18, just get it together. This is so stupid. This is so silly. I'm not even going to read any more. I just wanted to touch on it and have a laugh. Let's see, Mr. X coming in with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Mr. X. Mr. X says, excellent show as usual. No need to paste my chat. Just chilling. Okay. Your wish is my command, Mr. X. And thank you for that super chat through Stream Elements. Appreciate it. Let me see. You guys are real chatty going on, so let me check out what's going on in the chat room here. Katrina, welcome, Katrina. Good to see you in the mix. Reminds me of that movie when you pay your time and remaining time is on your arm. What is that movie, Captain Jack? What is that movie? All right, let me get to the next topic at hand. And that topic is this. Can Bitcoin rise above $200,000 in the near future? Is that for real? Many crypto analysts are saying so. This article is from Amb Crypto. Bitcoin's this is the title of the article, mind you. Bitcoin's worst case is probably 200K. But can Ethereum dramatically outperform it? Well, Bitcoin's growth has stalled as of late. Massive strides made in August cannot be ignored. In fact, according to some like Raoul Pal, I'm familiar with this man's work, it's all a part of a bigger picture. During a recent interview, the CEO of Real Vision opined about the next phase of Bitcoin's price action. 3 months of face-ripping rallies. Wow. This would follow a bit of sideways movement, which is where BTC is right now. He went on to base his analysis on an assessment of Bitcoin's movement in 2013 and believes the ongoing bull run is mirroring that. This is something Nick and I have been talking about. The executive also made some high-level predictions for Bitcoin. He said this: I think the worst case scenario is probably 200,000 for Bitcoin in the near future. Best case is 400K. Depends on whether the cycle gets extended, which I think there's a probability of. It's no surprise, however, that traditional financial institutions might be irked by Bitcoin's rapid growth, as it could eat into current stock investments. Pal thinks the opposite will be the case. Now, this is a direct quote from him, you guys. Check this out. They're all building out crypto teams. They're all trying to offer their clients, and it's coming, and they don't want to stop it because they want to make money from it. I think that's a very fair quote. I think that's accurate. Despite the aforementioned projects, however, it is Ethereum that the CEO is placing his bets on. My view is that Ethereum is going to dramatically outperform Bitcoin. I agree with this man. With the executive listing out reasons for this belief too. You guys, I agree with pretty much everything he said. I think that we could see after September 3 months of what he describes as a face-ripping bull run. many signs are indicating that to be a fair probability. Many signs are. Josh Randall disavows coming through with the super chat via Stream Elements. Thank you, Josh. Always appreciate you, man. Josh Randall, thank you for the $20 super chat. Only a Dogecoin hating fudster could have come up with such a lame take on what Elon said. So true. So true. It was such a stretch. I mean, wasn't that pathetic? It was such a stretch. It was so pathetic. It was really comedic. Really comedic. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate you, man. So, the case for Ethereum. I do think eventually, those of you who are familiar with the show know that I do think Ethereum is going to overtake Bitcoin. So firstly, Ethereum's native token Ether, it's vastly outperformed Bitcoin in terms of its price action for quite some time now. Ethereum's gained, you guys, over 700% in valuation over the past year. Bitcoin's growth rate was less than half at around 300. That's pretty significant. And another quote from the CEO, Mr. Powell, says, more people are coming to the network faster than what happened to Bitcoin at the same stage with the same number of users. There's more development going on and more applications going on it. This is correct. This is correct. Over the past year, the Ethereum supply held on exchanges has dropped from 26 million to 19 million. That's another very significant fact. So if you got a supply that's capped and demand is going up nonstop, the only thing that's going to happen is price is also going to go up exponentially. So this man has a very good case, in my opinion, a very sound case for being incredibly bullish, not only for Ethereum, but for Bitcoin and the general crypto market as well. And what did I say yesterday? I said, we could see a massive bull run pick up again starting as early as the first week in October. As early as the first week in October, gang. So keep that in mind. I think this is very exciting news coming through right now. There's an emerging school of thought that's catching on with people in much more powerful positions than myself and people much more well-moneyed than all of us put together that are starting to echo some of the narratives that we have been going to the mat on night after night here. And that is eventually Ethereum is going to flip Bitcoin. Now, I remember when I first started addressing this idea and concept, when I first started this channel, most people thought I was rather crazy for asserting such a thing could, one, possibly take place, two, saying that it was inevitably going to take place. And this is something I was talking about months ago, 4 to 6 months ago. And even when I talked about it back then, 4 to 6 months ago, aside from my core audience here, people thought that was very radical. People thought that was very outlandish, a very outlandish point to assert. But now we are seeing major CEOs and major players all start to echo the same thing, the same sentiments. It's very difficult to ignore when the data keeps lining up the way it is. The only thing different is I was paying close enough attention to see where the trajectory was very likely headed. And now that more numbers and data are coming through to support such a narrative, we are seeing more and more folks in higher and higher positions confirm this reality, this incoming reality, that Bitcoin dominance will not be forever, that Ethereum will eventually overtake Bitcoin. I think this is an incredibly high probability. That being said, I love Bitcoin. I love Bitcoin. I still think Bitcoin is one of your best investments in crypto. I mean, right now, as we speak, Bitcoin is trading just under 50,000. A fair amount of analysts are now saying that Bitcoin is going to see 200,000 within a 1 year period of now. So even if you are a latecomer to Bitcoin, you have a high probability of 4xing your money in a year. This kind of action, even amongst conservative margins like Bitcoin compared to the rest of the cryptocurrencies, are still extraordinary up against most anything we see in the stock market. Furthermore, this is going to have a top-down effect, as we've seen time and time again. So if Bitcoin's has a fair probability of 4xing within 12 months, what do you think that's going to do to Doge? What do you think that's going to do to ETH? What do you think that's going to do to ADA? On and on. I think it's very probable we're going to see a face-ripping bull run starting in the latter part of this fall. And that's absolutely going to include Dogecoin. High-tech low life, good to see you. Kama Delufa, good to see you. Darthman, good to see you. Guys, the super chats are temporarily disabled due to no fault of my own. No worries. If you feel compelled to super chat, you can just click on the Stream Elements link and super chat through there. I am reading those aloud and pasting them into the chat. No super chat will be left behind. I assure you. I assure you. And the show goes on. And the show goes on. Next story. Tesla is working on steering wheel-less cars. Yes, steering wheel-less cars. Futurism.com reports Elon Musk planning $25,000 Tesla with no steering wheel. Elon Musk is... Now, I like the way they describe Elon Musk in this article. Tesla CEO and prolific meme thief. It's funny. Elon Musk is allegedly planning to release a fully autonomous budget Tesla with no steering wheel or pedals. Oh my gosh. This is crazier than I thought. Kama Delufa, Comment to Luffy, welcome to membership. I love that lean green on the screen, if you know what I mean. By the way, guys, I got something very special for members tonight. Very shortly, right after this stream is over tonight, I will be having a members only live stream where I am going to give you my thoughts and information, inside information relating to the Doge X NFT line coming out Tuesday. And if this is something that you're thinking about or something that you're interested in, I've got some very helpful information and tips to make sure you're completely dialed in and ready to go. Because I do think there's a fair probability that this line is going to sell out fairly quickly. I could be wrong, but just the vibe and the impression that I'm getting, and I pay very close attention to, I've been paying very close attention to all sorts of various NFT lines that come out. I've been taking a lot of notes in terms of what the most successful ones have in common. I'll be talking about that in the members only stream. I will also be sharing with you in the members only stream some inside information that I have regarding the Doge Ethereum collaboration and bridge that has been some information that has been bestowed upon me via members of the Dogecoin Foundation. If you're not a member, of course I'm going to plug membership now. You just press join. You can become a member for as little as $4 a month. $4 a month, and there's 3 tiers of membership there. And it's just another great way to support the channel, support the community here. Anyway. The audio freak says, "Oh, come on, now you're directly trying to hook me." Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I am shamelessly trying to hook you in. So, get this, you guys. Elon Musk is working on a Tesla that's going to be fully autonomous to the degree that it's not going to have a steering wheel or pedals. Or pedals. Could you get used to that? I don't know if I could do it. Just literally hop in a vehicle with no steering wheel or pedals. I find it rather unnerving, honestly. But at the same time, if the safety data and records back it up enough to put your mind at ease, well, it could free you up to do a lot of things in your car. If you're a very busy person, you could be working on your phone, you could be working on your laptop while you're by yourself in your vehicle, right? You could be taking a nap. You could be meditating. You could be safely talking on the phone. You could be doing naughty things with a significant other or someone you're having a fling with. I mean, obviously, that's going to happen. You could be eating. You could eat. You could heat up your dinner and just literally be eating a full dinner while you're on your way to go out that night or whatever. What would you do? You know, it's one thing to not have a steering wheel. I mean, that already is huge. It's another thing to not have any pedals. It would really take me a learning curve to get used to that. Sliding Edge coming through with a super chat through Stream Elements for $3.33. Appreciate you, Sliding Edge. Appreciate you. Sliding Edge said this: so many rising stars in crypto. How many of them owe a debt of gratitude for Doge for increasing crypto ownership? A pretty fair amount, Sliding Edge. A pretty fair amount. Rodrigo, where on MetaMask do we search for Doge X? Thank you for all the help. Just want to make sure I'm doing the right thing. Rodrigo, I'm going to be going through all this step by step on the membership stream. Just to make sure no one that is interested or even somewhat interested in Doge X gets left behind. I make sure everyone's that's curious about it's going to be dialed in. But in terms of your question now, on the minting day, you're going to go directly to the website, okay? That much I can tell you here. Top hat like Ross Nickel. Ross Nickel really, really rocks the top hat, doesn't he? Lieutenant Data from Star Trek. I'm a huge fan. Super chatted me via Stream Elements. Thank you, Lieutenant Data. Really appreciate it. Lieutenant Data from Star Trek tip 420. We love the 420 here. Elon is my great, great, great granddad. You learn something new every day, folks. Did you know that Data, that Elon was Data's great? I didn't know. I didn't know. High Tech says Doge is the redheaded stepchild of crypto, but we'll run it soon enough. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'd say that's a fair statement. That's a fair statement. You guys, I don't know if I could get used to a car without even pedals. What would you, if you owned a Tesla without a steering wheel or pedals, what would you find yourself doing most while you were driving? And try to keep it clean, please. But what would you find yourself doing most? Would you be sleeping? Would you be working on stuff? Would you be watching movies? What would you do? The problem child of crypto, Sound God says. Sure, yeah. Another article courtesy of futurism.com. Check this out. China says minors can only play 3 hours of online games per week. Oh my gosh. Slashed hours. China's government has announced strict new limits on how much minors under the age of 18 can play video games online, forcing some of the biggest gaming platform developers to limit availability to just 3 hours a week. The Chinese government is framing the move as a way to address a growing addiction problem, but critics say it's a vast overreach and a blow to the country's burgeoning gaming industry. I think this is a mistake and a huge assault on the civil liberties and freedoms of the citizens there personally. Sure. Do I think that young people spend way too much time doing senseless things on their phones and playing too many video games? Yes, I do. However, it's not for me to say or assert that. That should be the job of the parents, not the government, in my opinion. Now, there's also a huge gaming industry in China. So I think the Chinese government is shooting themselves in the foot by enacting legislation to this degree. It's really going to be stagnating one of the stronger industries in China. Furthermore, people are allowed to dream, right? If you're a young person and your passion is video games to the degree that you're willing to put in the time and effort to become a professional in that industry, that's your prerogative, man. And it's just, I don't think it's right for the government to stand in the way of people wanting to pursue their dreams in that way, because you're not going to be able to do it by limiting yourself to 3 hours a week on it. I think it's very short-sighted. Audio Freak coming in. As a member, I brought you over the line. I brought you over the line into the green. It worked. Audio Freak, thank you. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you on the green side, my friend. Celeste says no refunds. Celeste, you've been a very good mod. If I could gift you a membership, I would. YouTube does not give us the capabilities to do that. It's not even possible. It's like Blade Runner. They want to know everything about us. Hi, Texas. Yeah. Welcome to the cult. I mean club. Someone says. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. You guys are a lively bunch tonight. Lively bunch for being a bit later. Next story I want to cover is courtesy of Benzinga. Benzinga, by my favorite journalist over there. His name's Phil Hall. Great guy, very talented. The title of this article is Analysis. Is the federal regulation of cryptocurrency coming anytime soon, if at all? Phil went on to write, when Congress reconvenes later this month, one of the items that it may consider is the regulation of cryptocurrency. Senator Pat Toomey, ranking member of the Senate Banking Committee, I don't know why I said that, committee, has been particularly eager to have the issue addressed. Rather than trying to ignore or suppress cryptocurrency and related technologies, regulators and legislators alike need to recognize that open public networks are here to stay, said Patrick Toomey in a press statement. I'd like to thank Patrick Toomey for showing some real guts and leadership on that statement. So I think that's good stuff. Our laws and regulations must adapt to these developments. However, Senator Elizabeth Warren, the committee's chairwoman, has faulted the U.S. the SEC for not proactively pursuing crypto regulation. Well, demand for cryptocurrencies and the use of crypto exchanges have skyrocketed. The lack of I'm going to read this in my Elizabeth Warren impersonation voice. I'm going to give a go at it and see how I do. You guys let me know how I do. So this is a quote from Elizabeth Warren. I'm going to try to do Elizabeth Warren impersonation. Well, demand for cryptocurrencies and the use of crypto exchanges has skyrocketed. The lack of common sense regulations has left ordinary investors at the mercy of manipulators and fraudsters and hucksters. How's that, guys? And of course, the SEC chairman doesn't like crypto either. So he says these regulatory gaps endanger consumers and investors and blah, 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 frickin' blah. They always wrap it up in a veneer that this is all over protecting the consumer. When in reality, when you look at the history of Mr. Gary Gensler, the history of Elizabeth Warren, and where some of their funding, a fair chunk of their funding and income has come from over the years, it's usually it's very closely tied to hedge funders and the hedge fund class. And that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line, isn't it? Cryptocurrency poses a threat to those folks' bottom line. Everything else, for the most part, the justifications and the reasoning they give for coming against cryptocurrency and wanting strict enforcement and regulations on it, they say it's about us, but it's about them. That's why they want to do it. That's my opinion. A lot of politicians or older folks in general observed Mark D. Michael, partner of Forensic Litigation Evaluation Services in the Department of Citron Cooperman. I think they're just not grasping how big it's becoming in the world. They're not sure what to do with it. I agree with that. I think that's very well stated by Mr. Mark D. Michael. Now get this. The article takes an interesting turn. And Benzinga went on to write this. Steele, host of the crypto-centric YouTube talk show, Steele Live, concurred with DeMichael about older legislators confused over changing times. And this is a direct quote from me they put in there. When I hear them talk about cryptocurrency, it reminds me of listening to parents in the 1980s that were involved with the Parents Music Resource Center, warning about the dangers of heavy metal music, he quipped. There's just a lot of hyperbole and disinformation that they don't even understand the nature and the basic fundamentals of cryptocurrency. It can be kind of scary that many of those people are dictating legislative decisions surrounding it. Mr. Steele added that not every legislator is unwilling to learn, noting that some of our elected leaders are starting to make an effort now to learn more about it, and we're seeing some progress in that way. How about it? It's your man in Benzinga article. Yeah, so what happened is this Benzinga reached out to me, and this particular journalist, who you can follow on Twitter, by the way. I recommend following on Twitter. He does great work. His name's Phil Hall. You just start typing in Phil Hall. And if you look on my Twitter, I have him hyperlinked there. I'd give Phil Hall a follow. And he called me up and just wanted my thoughts on this topic. So I gave them to him, and I think it helped make for a solid article. Let's see what's going on in the chat here. Slide Ned says, Stephen Steele, Liz Warren is not who or what she claims to be. Where's Alex Shea? Oh, man. Do I need to wear a toga to the members only seances? Yes, absolutely, Audio Freak. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. How was my Elizabeth Warren impersonation on just a 1 through 10? You guys can be honest. You're not going to hurt my feelings. 1 through 10, how was my Elizabeth Warren impersonation? By the way, if you're confused on why you can't super chat, it's because YouTube has temporarily disabled the super chat feature through no fault of my own. It's going to be worked out real soon, guys. But in the meantime, you can super chat through the Stream Elements link pinned at the top of the chat. And I will make sure no super chat gets left behind, I assure you. All right, next story, guys. Next story. Just give me a moment. I'm pulling it up here. This article comes courtesy of Gizmodo. Elon Musk backs Texas abortion ban, claims governor to no objection. Elon consistently tells me he likes the social policies in the state of Texas. Governor Abbott says Tesla and SpaceX founder Elon Musk has consistently praised the social policies of the state of Texas during his frequent chats with Governor Greg Abbott, the Texas governor said Thursday in an interview focused on his landmarks abortion ban. Okay. Firstly, I don't want anyone debating abortion in the chat. That's not why I brought this up. Please do not do that. Secondly, the reason why I bring this article up, because I just think it's an example of poor journalism. Elon Musk did not voice his opinion on this particular issue one way or another. What simply happened was, in an interview with Greg Abbott on some cable news network, he expressed that he talks with Elon regularly and that Elon Musk had praised what he called the social politics of Texas. And then Elon Musk weighed in on Twitter to that, and he said, listen, I basically think less government involvement in people's lives, the better. Other than that, I don't want to get into politics. But the media just can't cover it in an unbiased way. They have to inject their own agenda into it and say, Elon Musk backs abortion ban. Elon Musk never specifically addressed that. He never endorsed that specifically. However you feel about that issue is irrelevant. The reason why I bring it up, because this is just another example of disingenuous, biased anti-Elon biased journalism. I mean, this is really 101 stuff. Anybody with an IQ above 85 could simply Google this and find out the actual truth in a matter of minutes. And here we have publications like the one I just read, Gizmodo, and then Salon was another one, Huffington Post was another one. They're all jumping on this to get people frothed up to thinking that Elon is purposely being this very polarizing character and that you should hate him because of it. I couldn't be further from the truth. Furthermore, when he says Elon Musk praises the social policies of Texas, honestly, that could mean a number of things. We obviously know that. What we do know is Elon relocated from California to Texas because of lower taxes and less straining regulations on SpaceX, Tesla, and so forth. So that would make sense. Perhaps Governor Abbott's words were a bit incorrect, but Elon Musk never went on record for this stuff. That's the bottom line. Stout Guy says, I don't like drinking by myself. I'm always stuck at home alone. I'm always stuck at home with my 5-year-old daughter. Careful. I love Elon's reply the other day regarding government should only focus on the happiness of its people. I agree. Big agree. Yeah, I don't recall what he said verbatim. Well, a couple people voted 10 on my Elizabeth Warren impersonation. I appreciate that. Yeah. Anyway, next topic, guys. Next topic. Next one. What will it be? What will it be? It will be an extension on something that happened here last night. It'll be an extension on the story that we covered last night. This is one that just came out today from Bitcoin.com. Vitalik Buterin has suggestions for Dogecoin and Doge's cooperation with Ethereum. Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin has some suggestions on what he would personally like to see happen with Dogecoin and its cooperation with Ethereum. Three Arrows Capital CEO Sue said, what are the promising ideas for Ethereum Dogecoin cooperation? What is it that got you interested in the project? Sue recently said that he is very bullish on Dogecoin and that the meme cryptocurrency has no risk of it having any regulatory issues ever. Referring to proof of stake and proof of work, Buterin replied to Mr. Sue, said, personally, I hope that Doge can switch to the proof of stake soon, perhaps using Ethereum code. I also hope that they don't cancel the 5 billion soft cap annual. Instead, that they put some kind of DAO that funds a global public good would fit well with Dogecoin's non-greedy, wholesome ethos. This became a big story, of course. And then many questions arose. The most obvious one being, is this even possible? Is this even possible to do? Well, we have an answer to that. Thanks to Mishi Lumen, a Dogecoin Foundation core member and one of the predominant Dogecoin developers, came on this show into the chat last night to simply address this and leave. And she said, it is absolutely possible, number one. Number two, we aren't finished yet. I'm not here to assert what she meant by that. That could be taken a number of ways. So I'm just going to let it speak for itself until I get further clarification on it. And then she says, as far as the rest, it's still a mystery. So that's what we know. That's what we know, but that was very significant what transpired here last night. Subpar Reporter coming with a tip for $3.14 via Stream Elements. Thank you for that super chat, Subpar Reporter. Appreciate it. Subpar Reporter said this. It's 100% true. Elon left California because Elon is a commie and has nothing to do with me being salty. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying now. Subpar Reporter, 100% true that because he's a commie and had nothing to do with me being salty because he left me alone in the Bay Area with Newsom. Oh man, Cali having so many troubles, and now Newsom is in a recall election, and there's lots of interesting challengers, anyone from Caitlyn Jenner to Larry Elder. So we'll see how that shakes out. We'll see how it shakes out. Oh my, oh my. One of those mini fridges that looks like a half stack. I do actually know what you're talking about. I actually know what you're talking about. Those are cool. Those are cool. All right, next article, guys. Actually, this is one I'm saving for the members only, because it's got some personal information there. But check this one out. Check this one out. This comes courtesy of electric.com. Elon Musk says Tesla is worth $3,000 a share if they execute really well. Wow. Elon Musk told employees that he agrees with the ARK investment. ARK invests that Tesla is actually worth $3,000 a share if they execute really well. Musk often commented on Tesla's stock price, but surprisingly, he was often to say the price is too high. Tesla is currently trading at $733 a share, and the automaker is the most valuable automotive company in the world at over $730 billion. This week, they released a note claiming a 3,000 base stock price target by 2025 for Tesla. Cathie Wood said about the price targeting during an interview with Yahoo Finance. Our estimate for Tesla's success has gone up. The main reason for that is their market share. Instead of going down from year end, from 2017 to today, it's actually gone up fairly dramatically. In its evaluation models, ARK Investment believes that Tesla is going to deliver between 5 and 10 million vehicles as soon as 2025. Now, Electra's take is this. What is Electra's take? It's a bit ambiguous. It's very difficult to assess what their take is. They wrote in the article. My take is this. I think it's absolutely possible that we could see Tesla go upwards of $3,000 per share by 2025. In fact, I think it's inevitable. That's a good chunk of time. I think it's inevitable that Tesla will find its way to $3,000 by 2025. I think Tesla's an excellent long-term investment if you are the patient sort that doesn't obsessively check your stocks all the time. I don't think Tesla at this stage is a fast grower, but I think it's a a long and sure grower to hold on to over a long period of time. Absolutely. I'm very bullish about the future of Tesla, and I think $3K a share by 2025 is perfectly reasonable. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to wind this show down. Okay? I'm going to wind this show down, and I am going to take about a 10-minute break, and then I'm going to kick up the members-only stream. In my members-only stream, I am going to be tackling everything that I know about the Doge X NFT line, how to make sure you will be dialed in not to miss out on this opportunity, or if it's even something you're on the fence about and you're wondering about, or if you're just curious about it and you're wondering about more information about it. I'll be covering this in explicit detail. I'll also be going into detail about some behind-the-scenes information that I have been given about Dogecoin and Ethereum through the Dogecoin Foundation. And I will also be revealing how your man Steven Steele missed out on a profit of $150,000. I am an absolute pleb. That's a gargantuan amount of money for me. And I will reveal how that happened in the members only stream. If you're interested in becoming a member, you just click join. It's simple. For as little as $4 a month, you can become a member. We'd love to have you over there. Sorry, I can't go a little longer tonight. I have to also be mindful of my voice and my throat. You got to keep in mind, I'm live almost 7 nights a week. So I have to start minding my voice. I can't go 2 or 3 hours every night anymore. I was losing my voice. I was literally losing my voice. So I just have to be mindful of it, guys. Anyway, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for showing up. And I hope you got something out of this. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. I appreciate each and every one of you. And thank you for the few of you who shot some super chats. Appreciate it. Josh Randell, Zombie Doge Army, Sliding Edge, Lieutenant Data, and Subpar Reporter. Audio Freak, welcome to membership. Kama DeLuffy, welcome to membership. Steve Asseline, welcome to membership. And I'm going to leave you guys with the outro. And if those of you feel compelled to become a member, hit that join button. And we hope to see you over there. I will be posting a link to make sure your notifications are on. But additionally, I will be posting a link to the members only stream both on Twitter and in Discord. Until next time, guys, this is Steven Steele signing out.